J-Dog back in some more goddamn questions. Questions we got first. We got order questions, goddammit. Got 3 of them to be precise. We've already established. Place an order, you put a question in the order, those get answered first. Those get moved from the line. What if they get moved from the line, J-Dog? I asked my fucking question 2 goddamn weeks ago and didn't answer. Self-explanatory goddamn box of chocolates. First goddamn question from Greg Fletcher. Hey, J-Dog, I have a question for the channel. I appreciate buying Hell's merch, both the website and on Bandcamp. I like Bandcamp because of the fact that the digital format is available with every physical purchase. Plus, you can see other people's collections and show off your own, just like showing off a physical media collection. I noticed, though, that most of the big labels don't use the platform. Why is that? It seems like an obvious business decision to do so. I can't speak for them why they don't. I don't know. I'm going to be completely honest. Again, don't shit where you eat, so I'm not going to bash them. I'm not a big fan of fucking Bandcamp myself. The only reason I'm not is just because they're pulling this cancel culture bullshit. Like, there's certain bands they won't like let you sell on there. For example, I think all the Werewolf Records shit that can't be sold on there, bands like Satanic Warmaster and stuff. Again, dude, that's anti-freedom of speech. And if you disagree with somebody what they sing about, fucking put out a goddamn band bashing the fucking dog. Go ahead, all you want. Fucking, you're entitled to. You're allowed to. I believe in freedom of speech, whether I agree with you or not. Go keep saying fucking, what's heavier than Pantera? Pantera's the heaviest band of all time. You're allowed to say it. I'm going to correct your ass when I'm fucking in the room. That's for goddamn sure. But I'm just saying, it's a title of freedom of speech. So I don't like that shit. Yeah, we sell on there, and actually, I think they've banned a few of our things too. Like, I want to say, I mean, Chase would be more in the loop. I think like the Regurgitation Tales of Necrophilia, we had to put a cover up the cover. Maybe they bitched about it or they took it down. I can't remember. But and I heard what recently they banned some bands that we have nothing to do with whatsoever that I don't even think we carry or anything. But heard about it. I just don't like that. That's fucking bullshit. So they're supporting this goddamn wimpification. And platforms that are doing that, and as well as Metal Archives, I heard, as just the previous fucking video we did, yesterday, the day before, whatever it was. I don't support that shit, man. If you're anti-freedom of speech, get lost. That's the way I fucking see it. But yeah, we post our shit on there because of course, it's a business move. It's self-explanatory. But you're saying band labels like full disclosure, I've never even been on the Bandcamp website my entire life. So, but yeah, we sell there, and actually, I'm the one that actually manually logs the fucking orders because it comes through by email, and then we have to log into our site administrator. So I'm going to do that one by one every fucking day. Why labels like Metal Blade and Relapse? I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. Doesn't. That's news to me. I figured they did. Couldn't tell you because as far as business, I mean, it is a platform. We sell shit on there, so we use it. But they better fucking clean up their act, though. Goddamn it, tired of the whipification. Metal's for fucking toughness, and again, whether you agree with it or not, if you're not into toughness, you're in the pussy shit, that's fine, but the minimally freedom of fucking speech. Don't come walking around here telling me, God bless America, we live in the greatest country of ever, and I believe all these rights, but then you don't even support the fucking rights. Like, what? You're talking about, because that's usually the guys that do it, too. And so they're talking about how great this place is, and freedom of this, freedom of that, but then they're supporting anti-freedom of speech, anti-freedom of expression. Like, what? You don't even make any fucking sense, dude. That's what's supposed to be the land. Not I'm a Christian and I'm Jewish and I'm Muslim. Just the mainstream shit is free to be that. No fuck, because nobody cares. That's all the pussy shit that everybody their moms would do. It's freedom to watch the Cleveland Browns game on Sunday and drink my crappy Budweiser. Yeah, but anything outside the norm, you got a DSI shirt and you're looked at, you're like you're a complete fucking weirdo. That's not freedom. So don't come over here telling me that this is fucking land of the great and shit if you're falling in that goddamn category. Fuck off. If you want land of the great, there should be full-blown freedom, whether you agree with it or disagree with it, not what you deem is acceptable. So yeah, clean up your goddamn act, man, Camp. Curtis Lesnica. Question for J-Dog regarding Running Wild. Justin, you've always have mentioned you love Gates to Purgatory, but have never shouted out any of the other albums. The second and the third one I like too. Brandon the Exiled, and Under Jolly Roger. Death or Glory, Blazing Stone, Black Hand, and etc. Wonder if you have ever listened to them. I have not, because it's top tier Running Wild when it comes to riffing and songwriting. Thanks, Barbara. I'm not against going back to them. The reason I never checked them out is I remember hearing Port Royal and not liking it whatsoever, but that was years ago. And so I remember hearing it and I discredited it since it was kind of like, was Port Royal the first? Port Royal's after Under Jolly Roger, right? Because I had to go back to because I went to for years, all I listened to was the first two. I didn't even check out Under Jolly Roger. So I'm like, oh, that's basically I don't like the Pirate albums. And I knew Under Jolly Roger was, for whatever reason, I thought Port Royal was the third record, that Under Jolly Roger is the fourth. If I'm wrong on that, correct me if I'm wrong. But then as time went by, I'm like, oh, Under Jolly Roger's the third. So I was like, I like the first three records. Whatever it is, I put it in there, and I never ripped back to listen to Port Royal. There's a possibility I go back and listen to those and think they're fucking great. But anything after Port Royal or Under Jolly, whichever the fourth is, fourth record is the farthest I've ever heard up to. So all these other Blaze and shit, we've carried them. We've had them in stock, whether they've been CDs or LPs. And as was there like Pile of Skulls? Isn't that one of them? Um, as people talk about them more and more on this channel, I think we're out of stock of most of their stuff, or I just forgot to go look on the shelf. It's crossed my mind now that you bring it up that I might toss some of those on the player because there's a good chance that I'm like, oh man, these are actually fucking great. Hence the fucking Halloween Keeper of the Seven Keys. I put that on the player last year or whatever. I'm like, this is fucking great. Kyle Wright, J Dog, I really enjoy watching your videos every morning. Keep up the good work on your channel, and I was wondering if you've ever heard of the World War I based black and death metal band from Ukraine, 1914. If you haven't heard of them, check them out. Thank you and the rest of Hell's Headbangers for the awesome merch. So yes, I've 100% heard of them because we've had them on stock. And now that you bring it up, I'll check the shelf and see if we have any more in stock, and I'll toss in the goddamn player when I'm out in the fucking shop packing goddamn orders. But I never checked it out. Just the name and just the look of it. It was just one of those things. It just didn't look interesting enough for me to check it out. But now you bring it. I didn't even know they were from Ukraine either. But we've had their stuff. That's how I know how that's how I know of them. So now we'll bear that in mind next time I see it. Put on the goddamn player. Anyways, next goddamn video in line. Questions we're going over is got a cannibal shirt on and a canoe asking what kind of metal you like. Come on, man. What did you need to ask? This member shirt too. Just tells you everything you need to know. What do you mean? If you don't know, it means you're out of the fucking loop. Fabian R. Question marks. Do you agree on the top 100 list of metal songs from Rolling Stones? I have zero fucking clue what their top 100 is, but highly doubt it. Let's just say that. What are your top 10 death metal songs? Question marks. I mean, sure. Never made an official list, but just right off the goddamn top of my head, I can just tell you ones I really like that just pop into my mind immediately. Deicide, Bastards of Christ. Deicide, Sacrificial Suicide. Cannibal Corpse, Hammer Smash Face. Mortician, Hacked Up for Barbecue, title track. Suffocation, Infecting the Crypts. Morbid Angel, Suffocation, the song Suffocation. Dismember, Override the Overture. Entomb, The Truth Beyond. Favorites popping right in my mind. I mean, there's a handful for you right there. How many fuck was that? Incantation, Devour Death. That's my favorite incantation song. Toss that fucking in there. Immolation, Nailed to Gold. There's a good handful. Was that 10? Or did you ask? Yeah, if you asked top 10. But yeah, Rolling Stones. I mean, I'm kind of don't even give a flying fuck what their opinion is. Never read it, never followed it. I can imagine what's in there. I mean, what's in there? It's probably recent stuff all fucking this year. Pantera, Metallica, probably some Slayer thrown there, some Megadeth, just random fucking bullshit you'd expect. I'm sure Black Sabbath's in there. Because you said it just says top 100 metal list of metal songs. I'm sure they throw in something in there that not everybody's heard of that kind of look cool, but for them, I'm sure Priest is in there. I mean, the basics, what you'd expect. That's my guess. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But that'd be my educated guess. Jacob Brockman. Hey J Dog, do you like Skeletal? Sure fucking do, goddamn it. That was the reason we signed him, was because the old goddamn dog was my idea. Goat Moon. Thoughts on the no, Goat Man. See the moon in the question marks. Thoughts on the G Moon. I'm assuming he's referring to Goat Moon. Witch King cover. Dawn of the Dead influence, perhaps? Either Dawn of the Dead or Paul Ledney or Pale Nazarene. I mean, Anal Vomit did it fucking on their first album in the early 2000s. American, it's silly, whatever. I mean, is it what I would do? No, I don't really know what the reasoning for it is, like why you feel the need to do it. Kind of like when it was early done by Ledney or Don. My guess is kind of shock value, but now it's already kind of been done. It's kind of like why do it again? But whatever, I don't really care. But would I put that on my cover? No. Would I wear a T-shirt of it? No. But whatever the fuck he wants to do. Kmart got too. He's asked, "What are your opinions on the new cover for Goat Man Moon?" Which King 22? I've seen. We haven't got him in. I'm assuming we're going to get him in. I don't even know what label put it out. But I'm assuming we'll get it in. I just seen an online photo because I think somebody actually sent it to me. And I was just laughing. I was like, why do you feel the need to do that? But whatever. Octavian, question marks. iDog, what do you think about the more mid-paced black metal bands from Greece, such as Rotting Christ and Necromancy? Go back a few videos, Barbara. Answer that. Wasn't sure if you would think they were snooze city, since you tend to prefer blasting black metal like Marduk and Dark Funeral. Personally, I love them. Yeah, answer that in close. I think they're okay. I think they're pretty good. At least the early albums by them. Don't know them. Don't know them. But do I put it on over Marduk and Dark Funeral and Enthroned? No, I don't. But I think some of the stuff is pretty good, especially like the first Rotting Christ, first Verathron, shit like that. Abhorrent Spawn 666. Bunch of red question marks. What's up, J Dog? Do you plan on getting that Deicide box set that comes with their 7 Roadrunner rounds? I kind of answered that. Yeah, I do. I would like to get a color vinyl of it. Andrew Gabriel asking, I'm a fan of SOD. What do I think of Lethal Aggression? I don't know. I don't. We've had another one we've had in stock next to fucking 1914. I don't think I've ever actually officially listened to it, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Even Brisket, I've seen Extreme. That's the one, dog. Was I talking about Fess? I've seen Extreme. Is that the one in Czech Republic? Then yeah, I don't know what we're talking about. Why that got brought up, but Sewer Vomits. Question J Dog. Quebec Death Fest was a thing for a couple of years. If they were ever start up again, would you make the trip? Great to see an HH booth. Not impossible, but unlikely. And as far as HH vending, I highly doubt that because you'd have to cross the border with all that merch, and then you got to claim and taxes. And I know Canadian borders, from what I hear, it's pretty goddamn strict. So unlikely. Now, would I just attend for personal pleasure? I'd have to look at how long of a drive it is for me. If it's under 8 hours, it's in the realm of possibility. If it's like 10, 12 hour drive, pretty much no way, Jose. Um, but if it was under 8, and if it was a lineup that I was extremely interested in, I would say 30% chance I would go. So it's unlikely, but not completely impossible. Goddamn fucking questions, devils. Alex Thomas talking about Osculum Senum beats Penetralium on form yet though. So the first 2 Hypocrisy albums, that's another one. I don't bring them up a ton on this. Shit, fucking one of those might make top 10 goddamn death metal songs too off either one of those albums. Um, if you're one of these 18-year-old kids nowadays and you're just talking about all these new fucking bands that are come out in the last 5 years and you don't know the first two hypocrisies, get lost and come back on over here until you fucking do, because you're just not only missing the fuck out, but there's no way you're giving me some new $20 spin rockin' album and it's better than the first two hypocrisies. Don't even need to hear them. No, that's not as good. Not impossible, physically impossible. So highly recommend going over and check them out. And we cleared this fucking video. So we'll just go to the next goddamn one, which is fine because I'm so many weeks behind. So I know some of you guys piss and whine about that. So we cleared a whole other one. We'll make it down there. Yeah, like I said, I'll just answer the goddamn questions. There wasn't too many. Which one did we leave off? Got a cannibal shirt on. So who are the kings of evil? Yeah, who are the kings of evil? Question mark. Most evil band of all time? Question mark. We'll see 305 fucking comments in here. Holy shitski. Got him talking. This one. Scroll his goddamn bottom. Whoo. That fucking line's got him going. Shit. Question marks. There we go. Camouflage obituary hats. Question marks. In reality, probably the most evil musician would be someone like a rapper, King Von. He was basically a serial killer responsible for a ton of murders. Oh, I don't know what the fuck this is. His music talked about his crimes and stuff like that. So as spooky as some of these bands we like are, they are nothing compared to that. Question: what are your favorite bands from Japan? Germany, Brazil, Finland, Australia. Why don't you just ask me the whole fucking map? Uh, let's just go with Japan. Goddamn, let's not gonna go over every goddamn country. Favorite bands from Japan: Sabat, primarily the first four albums. Evoke is my all-time favorite. Sabat Evoke is probably my favorite record to come out of Japan. Period. Um, I'd like Metal Lucifer a lot, so let's put them in there. Possibly Crowley. What I'd really like to see come out is the Crowley 1986 album debut. All I have is a CDR of it. Outside that, the only physical format thing I own by Crowley is the bootleg demo LP, which is fan fucking tastic, I must say. That Crowley shit is fucking fantastic, fucking heavy metal. Who am I forgetting? Favorites from Japan. I feel like I'm completely forgetting somebody. I mean, I like Butcher ABC. I don't know if I go as far as calling my favorite, but I definitely like them. And then who the fuck else I'm forgetting? I'm sure there's probably somebody. Here we have cult points. What's your top 7 albums of 1987? He gave his. 1, Necrophagia, Season of the Dead. 2, Nasty Savage Adult. Toxic, Infernal Majesty, Sepultura, Schizophrenia, Corner, Overkill, Taken. Didn't I do 1987? Did somebody ask me that? I think they did. Because, yeah, I didn't have a hard time. I was like talking about a bunch of albums from 88 then, like Carcass, Putrefaction. So I'm pretty sure I already answered that goddamn question, like maybe a couple weeks ago. Vance, J Dog, have you heard of Wear a Goat from Portland, Oregon? Yeah, we carried him, got him. I was like, it was okay. It was a background. Nothing I'd buy. Mike Wilder, too funny. J Dog is all proud to have started going to metal shows in 1998. 1998, 1998. Haha, what a pioneer. Come on. I'm the first one to fucking tell you. I consider myself a newbie. That's why when guys like, oh, you've gone to shows for a longer, they think I'm old. I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. I remember being 18 like it was goddamn literally yesterday. Back in 2019, when guy said 2019, you mean last night? Like, what are you talking about? 1998. I'm late to the game. I'm the first fucking one that told me. To me, you weren't during cool times unless you were going to shows in 84, 85, 87. I mean, yeah. So when guys say that shit, I'm like, what are you talking about? First one to tell you. Yeah, I saw first show 1998, Death. And people are like, oh, that's cool. You saw Death. I'm like, yeah, I saw Death on their last album, which is debatably good. They're at least the band has drastically changed. If you got to saw them in 87 or 88, Scream Bloody Gore, fucking Leprosy, hell, even before that, which I doubt they were touring for that shit during the demo days. That's the cool days, 1998. I'm thinking, I guess. I mean, I didn't think it was that cool. I was super late to the fucking game. First one to fucking say it. So I ain't bragging about shit. I'll call that out in no seconds on myself. Uh, TV and question marks. J Dog, what didn't you like about the later 90s Hypocrisy albums, such as The Fourth Dimension, The Final Chapter? Fourth Dimension, I don't remember that one at all. I did own Final Chapter, and actually, it's I thought as an album, it's pretty decent. It's funny if I went back and put on the player now, it's probably be like, oh, it's pretty good, but it's drastically different. That was the biggest turnoff. I remember they covered Evil Invaders on there. That was kind of cool. Um, it's probably a pretty good metal record, and I appreciate it more today. I would say that. Again, they would fit the club. Like, let's say I picked it up today. Like, put this way, if somebody repressed it, because imagine it's long on print. I haven't even seen Hell's get those in years. Um, if they came in through Hell's again, I would totally rethrow on a player. Why don't you just YouTube it, J Dog? I mean, I'm not that goddamn curious. Because usually the reason I don't do YouTube is the YouTube shit is when I'm at my computer. I'm listening to something that I need to listen to, approve, or I'm listening to like fucking podcast type shit because I'm doing emails and type stuff. So I don't listen to a whole lot of like checkout stuff, checkout music stuff. I do that when I'm out and about and doing other work. So that's just kind of how this is how I roll. This is my little system. Everybody's got their own little way they do things. That's how I do mine. But yeah, if it comes through and I see it on a goddamn new receiving card, the final chapter, I'll totally put that back on the fucking player. And I remember hearing a couple later hypocrisies. I'm like, whoa, I don't like this at all. When it was like 2005 or some shit. Again, basically yesterday. Um, that type of stuff. Um, Again, I guess I could go back and let's do it. But if nothing else, even if I did like the final chapter and stuff like that, or even the 2005 album, whatever the fuck that is, I don't even know. Um, it would be in the carcass like Swanson category. Like, yeah, I like it, but these guys are a bunch of fucking canoes that needed to goddamn change their goddamn names. This literally sounds absolutely nothing like the first two fucking records. So at best case scenario, it would enter that fucking camp. But so yeah, and then all this later is hypocrisy still around? I assume they are. I couldn't tell you what the fuck they're doing. I have no idea. I just assumed it's not good. Is my guess. If I'm wrong, then I'm fucking wrong. Comes with you know the fucking do. Put the God's get in the morning. Later, goddamn.